From awesome interviews to rad reviews, it's Hello Friends, an unofficial Yo Gabba Gabba podcast.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to Hello Friends, the unofficial Yo Gabba Gabba podcast. You know how it's been a minute since we've done an interview, Perry?
Yeah, it's been so long.
Would you agree that we need to do another one, Comet?
Yeah, I would definitely agree, 100%.
Glitch, who do you think we should interview? Glitch.
I think Glitch is asleep. It's our friend Cadet McMagnetic. Hi, Craig.
Hello.
Wow. Okay.
Hello.
He's here too. He's not going to talk much though. We have him locked in the basement.
So, in case you couldn't tell, we have another guest after forever. So this dude is a songwriter and occasional voice actor, and do I dare mention, this guy is Broby's brother, and his name is Aaron Wattney. Hello, Aaron.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hi, Aaron.
How's everybody?
Hey,
all
We're
right.
doing good. We're doing
Nice
good.
to have you on the show.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
Great.
Thank you for having me.
Perry, it's been a minute since you've done your signature. You still got it in you?
That's right. I think I might have it. I'm not sure, but I can try. Mr. Aaron Wattney, what is your favorite cereal?
My favorite cereal. It would have to be Life. Cinnamon.
I love it. Oh, that's so good.
My man.
That is so good. That is so good.
Yeah. Life cinnamon. That's one of my favorites.
Peak cereal. I love that.
I eat that sometimes.
Oh, it's so good, especially when it gets soggy. I don't know what it is about that. I love
That
it.
is
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why. I like soggy cereal. It's weird.
So, just to get things started, Aaron, we'd love to know, how did you first land a job working on Yo Gabba Gabba?
So, back in the early days of before the show even got started, I was actually playing drums for this band called Space Monster M, which was just before the Aquabats came out, which was with Christian. So I used to play drums in a band called Space Monster M with Christian and Scott, both the creators of the show. And Scott went off to do his own show, his own music, and we were called Moon Men, and then went on to MJ12, and I played drums in that band for a while. Anyways, as you know, I stayed friends with them throughout the years. I went to school for recording engineering. And one day they hit me up. They're like, hey, I love writing songs, and I had always written songs all over the place. And so they asked me, they said, hey, do you want to write some songs for this kind of weird show we got going on? And this was back in like 2004, I think, or 2005. And that's how it happened. They asked me to come on, help out with the show, and all of a sudden the show took off.
I think that is awesome. I did not know you were in Space Monster M.
So rad.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of that. I'm a huge fan
Me
of
neither.
Majestic, MJ12, whatever. It's
Me
like
too.
a million
Me
names,
too.
But that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't know Scott was in Space Monster M either.
Yeah. All three of us were in that band together very briefly. It wasn't like we played together all the time, but
Yeah.
it was very brief.
I feel like I saw like some of Parker's art for that.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
All right. So I would like to know, like, what is like the process when creating a song or like songwriting for the show? Like what's your go-to setup? Like, do you prefer Mac or Windows? Do you like laptop or desktop? Like, how does a song make its way into an episode and stuff?
Comet's the tech guy, so he insisted that we had that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the way I do it is I'll just write from home usually. They'll send out some ideas, songs like we want a song about bugs, and what do you think about this, or playing outside. But then sometimes it'll change. Like I wrote this song for Anderson .Paak, and it was just supposed to be at the beach outside, and then all of a sudden it turned into like an underground adventure, and so I had to redo the whole song and change the lyrics to make it fit to how the roots, blah blah blah, whatever.
Yeah.
But usually I'll just sit there and just space out for a while and just try to think of what would be cool. Like if I was a bug, what would I be doing that would be cool to be outside? Like maybe I could crawl up the wall if I was a spider, or I try to think kind of like go back to being a kid. Again, I'm kind of old, so it's hard being a kid again. But I think in music, it's easy to go back there because music kind of keeps you young and keeps you thinking young. I feel like so. Yeah, that's my process. I'll write from home. I like to write with a Mac. I use Pro Tools and Logic. So right now I own a studio out here where I live, and we're running both Mac and Logic and Ableton and Fruity Loops and anything else that they have out there, really. So yeah.
All right.
I think that is awesome because I also do music. I make the music for this podcast even.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I love writing music. It's actually I was in the studio late till 1:30 last night working on some music.
That's so real. I was doing the same thing.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
Amendment, I like it.
I was making music right before we started this.
Yeah, it never leaves. It's weird. It's like once it gets a hold of you, it's always something on your brain,
And it's also never gonna leave my files.
You gotta let it go.
Yeah.
You gotta release it.
You love something, set it free.
Yeah. That's right.
I just love that your default, when you think of I wrote songs for Gabba, is I love bugs.
Yeah. It's crazy because it's one of my favorite songs because when I was writing that song, the funny story is it was probably 3:00 in the morning. I was in my living room just kind of strumming away on my guitar, and my ex-wife at the time, she comes walking out. She's like, "Oh, I hate this song," because it was so I kept playing it over and over and over and over and over again. So it gets kind of annoying, but that's not the reason I divorced her. But
what about funny though?
Yeah, it's a funny story. She didn't like it, but it turned out to be one of my favorite songs, and they use it all the time, which is really cool. So
yeah, I mean, I love it. I hear people say it's like Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
All right, so do you have a favorite song that you or someone else has written?
Man, there's so many songs. I go back and forth on a lot of songs. Like I love when I first heard what's that song? It's not even mine. It's one of Jaren's songs. It's really simple and really cute, and I can't even remember the name of the song right now. There's a new one that I wrote though, called "I Wonder," which kind of has like an 80s.
I love that song.
It kind of has like
so
an
good.
80s beat type thing, and it was fun to write. I wrote that in a motel. Yeah,
that's interesting.
Yeah, I wrote that one in a motel, and then I had to finish it while I was on the road. And I was driving back from Utah back to California, and I had to pull over because they needed the files right away. So I had my computer with me and a little USB microphone, and I pulled over to the side of the road and I started singing into the microphone and trying to come up with the words and stuff. So I finished that one there. And what are some other ones? There's so many. I wrote a song there's some songs that I've written that we haven't used yet, and I'm hoping that we can, there's more seasons to come that we can, use some of these songs that were written already. So
I think that's awesome.
It's funny you mentioned
Jaren,
because I'll be walking in my neighborhood and I'll have, because they've been releasing a lot of albums on streaming recently, and they've been putting out deluxe editions. I'll have them on shuffle, and then I'll be looking at the credits oh, who wrote this one? And 9 times out of 10, it's either Adam,
Jaren,
sometimes Adam and Jerron, rarely ever Ricky, and sometimes you.
Yeah.
I don't know who wrote this song, but I really like that one, Tootie and Foofle are surfing.
Oh, Tootie and Foofle are surfing? I don't remember which one that was. Was that when they were mermaids or something?
No, it's in season 2. I think I don't remember what episode it is.
Wait, no, that was Foofle and Tootie.
That's what I said.
That was
Foofle and Tootie. They're surfing.
Oh, I didn't hear it. My fault.
It was in Ride, I think.
Yeah, right. It's good though. It's a really good song.
Yeah, there's so many songs I can't remember who wrote. Sometimes we don't even remember who wrote what.
I don't blame you.
I'm pretty sure the song was called "Surfing Today, Sunny Day," that.
Okay.
It's either let's.
It might have been.
I think it's Let's Go Surf. I think it's just.
I'm pretty
Let's
sure
Go
it's Let's Go
Surf.
Surf.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I think
You
that
guys
was
are
a Jaren song.
you guys
or
are out
worse.
Yo Gabba Gabba knowledging somebody who worked on Yo Gabba Gabba.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
You could just call
really
me a nerd, Craig.
and it's funny because I was there for all of the shows because I used to work on set too. I used to be the playback, so I'd play the music for the show, and like when they were in characters, I'd be playing the songs while they're dancing around. But yeah, that was so
That's actually awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. Because without you, we wouldn't even have to get the Gabber.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh man, I think you'd probably have it, but
Yeah, but it wouldn't be the same. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it was cool. I got to go see them hang out with everybody at Coachella this weekend, so that was fun. Yeah.
I know our buddy Craig was pretty excited to see Bones on stage.
Okay. I'm a huge Aquabats fan. I am more of an Aquabats host than Yo Gabba Gabba, and that
Yeah.
Coachella set like blew me away.
Right.
I got home
Yeah.
just as it was starting, and I opened up my laptop, and I was just like, "Oh my god, everyone on this friggin' team is like rad."
Yeah, they're so cool.
Yeah,
And it was great to see Lance again. And
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that
Yeah.
part.
yeah, it was really cool.
Cammy is such a good performer.
I was freaking
She
out
really
because
is.
like Cammy is so young, and like that
Yeah.
was like crazy. She's
like,
performing at
insanely
Coachella. right?
She really
Oh.
is.
Okay, you and the rest of the songwriting team performed the Yo Dazzlers, and you were also the Sun and Balloony. So, like, how was that?
That was cool. Yeah, I didn't. It's funny because they kind of made the characters look like each one of us. Like if you look at the characters, you'll see kind of some like the big purple guy. I had hair like that back in the day. And,
Big bits.
yeah, big bits. I was almost like 300 pounds back then too, which was crazy. So they all used to call me Big Bits. And then the big tall one looks kind of like Adam in a weird way. And then
I see it.
so
That is so funny. I am so interested in like the character designs of Yo Gabba Gabba because I am a cartoonist and I do a lot of
Okay.
the character designing stuff. And it's so funny to hear like this character is designed because of these things that were notable about the person who
Yeah.
played them. It's so funny.
yeah, Parker Jacobs. He used to just draw things on set all the time. Like he would just doodle all the time, and then he'd send it to us on like some napkin or like a pamphlet that he found on the ground. He'd just like drop some doodle of like me behind a sound booth, kind of like messing around with stuff, which is really cool. And I still have it somewhere, so it's really cool.
We've talked with Park. We've talked a couple times on this
Yeah.
podcast, and
Awesome.
like it's always fun talking to him.
Yeah, Parker's a good guy.
Right, guy.
Yeah, and he's out doing his Go-Go 13 now, so that's good.
I
Yeah.
love the Go-Go 13.
Me too. Go-Go 13 is awesome.
Yeah.
We had our Go-Go 13 episode.
Oh, nice.
For
Yeah.
the kids watching this later, go watch that too.
Yeah, go
It's
watch
really
after
good.
you're done watching this.
I
you
slept
should go
through
watch
recording
that.
that episode.
We did. Yeah. So it was just me and Comet.
Yep.
Next, did your approach to songwriting change at all from the original series to Yo Gabba Gabba Land?
Yeah, I've tried to keep it. It's weird. I kind of write all over the place. I try to keep the same style, but like for me, when they brought us all in, they wanted like someone that can kind of write a little bit R&B, a little bit hip hop. They wanted another guy who kind of wrote old school stuff. They wanted guys who could write punk or like even shoegazing music, or Japanese style pop. So I've tried to keep mine the same, but I've kind of jumped all over the place. Like I did this song called Everybody Grows, which is in this new season. And it's something doesn't even sound like something I would do. But yeah, I try to jump out of the box every once in a while. But yeah, I try to keep it the same style, but yeah, I end up just, because sometimes I'll get bored, and so I'll just say, I gotta try something else.
One thing that they did in this new series, which I particularly enjoy, that they didn't necessarily do in the original, was they actually list up the credits for the songs this time, and like now I can see, oh, you wrote this one?
Yeah.
One song that you wrote, that I know that you wrote because they listed it, that is just absolutely chef's kiss. Ingredients,
Go ahead.
ingredients make it happen.
Yes! I love that song. I love that song.
Oh my gosh, I even forgot about that one. That's awesome.
Bruno's mom's vocals are perfect in that
Yeah.
song.
Ingredients. Yeah, that's right. Holy cow, I forgot I wrote that one. Weird.
That's awesome. I love
Yeah.
that song. I wanted to check that real quick. I'm going to check those credits. I want to see what other songs
You have that pulled up?
you wrote. I don't, but I have it somewhere in my Photos app.
This guy keeps
I'll
a
find
huge
it.
list of every Yo Gabba Gabba song.
I don't. I just have them somewhere.
This guy's a huge nerd. I love you, Perry.
I love you too.
That's awesome.
Why don't you show us your Aquabats collection? We're talking about being a nerd.
It's like behind me somewhere. I'm covering it now because I'm shy.
No worries.
Okay, so do you have a personal favorite episode or moment from the show, and why?
I would have to say more. It's more like the live shows that I have a favorite moment, and it's only because when you go to the live show and then you actually see kids that are watching it and they know the words to your songs, or and they're repeating things. You get it. It was cool. Like this past weekend, those kids that were there at Coachella were kids growing up watching that show, and so automatically, they're gonna see, their childhood up on stage live, and some of those kids, I was talking to some of them, they were like, "Yeah, I went to that show. Like, I went to the Yo Gabba Gabba show live, back in whatever time it was, and now I'm here at Coachella seeing them again." And yeah, it's kind of emotional. It's really cool. So, but yeah, I think for me, and also it's just all the times backstage. I mean, like it's not even actually filming the show, because when you're filming the show, it's like it's a little bit intense. But after it's like done, what Christian would do every single day is we'd dress up and have some kind of contest while we're filming. So during lunch, we'd have this like big thing where we'd give away stuff. And, like you dress up like your favorite person on set, or we'd have a dance off or karaoke or something like that. It was really cool. So they make it fun, because they were long days when we'd spend there. And then, yeah.
I don't work in TV, obviously, because I'm 17, but something about Yo Gabba Gabba's production, and there's like few videos that are low quality, but there's videos of the dress-up days and the like little competitions. I feel like no other live-action TV show is run that way, and that's probably why Gabba was so successful. Like, as stressful as it definitely was working on it, it looked like fun.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It was so much fun. And those are like the most memorable parts for me. It's like, it's not so much the filming of it. I mean, I love seeing other people come on, like Jack Black and, all these celebrities that would come on, but it was more of just like, it was fun to go to work. I mean, I love seeing those guys. And so we were a family, and we ate together, we played together, and yeah, it was fun. It was awesome. And they made it easy. They made it easy.
There are very few shows that do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I finally found that list, by the way. You mostly wrote like dancey dances and stuff, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I did a lot of dancey dance stuff. Yeah.
I thought that was Ricky.
Oh no! I mean, Ricky did write some, but yeah, most of these are Aaron. Like Hug Yourself Tight. That's an.
Oh, froze up.
It's my turn. All right. So, who is your favorite Yo Gabba character?
My favorite would have to be Broby.
Yes, same dude. Same.
Why?
He's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Broby, and it's not just because he's my brother. It's because he's just so goofy and like young, and he reminds me of my own kid sometimes.
Aww.
Yeah, so
That's cute.
yeah,
I lost
awesome.
a bet on this podcast once where I said, if we hit whatever amount of subscribers, I'll dye my hair green and black with stripes. And
very cool.
Broby hair in front of a guest.
That's rad.
It was you, Perry.
It was, yeah. I did that with Parker Jacobs too.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
That's dope.
I finally have a question to ask. I want to know what your funniest story is working on Yo Gabba Gabba. It can be totally off topic as long as it had something to do during the production, like at that location.
Oh man. Okay, the funniest. Okay, you'll never see this, but it was during. Okay, there's a guy that works there with me. His name's Andy, and him and we'd sit together because I have to feed my system into his system, or his system, one of the two. Anyways, so my music had to go into his camera equipment. So him and I were always sitting next to each other. Anyways, he made this thing called a fufa-lele. It was just this ukulele that somebody had customized for him that looked like fufa. Anyway, so what we would do is we'd always sneak it onto set and stick it somewhere. So if you could ever find fufa-lele on the show, and you guys win.
It's like an egg hunt.
Pretty sure
never
I've
seen
seen
this.
that image.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that image somewhere. Like,
Yeah.
if I can find it. If I can
I
find
know,
it.
on the
I
screen
know
at
what it
Coachella,
is.
remember?
I know it's on like it's definitely on like one with like DJ Lance Rock's room.
Toy room, yeah, the toy room, the toy room.
I can
Yeah,
check
toy
it.
room.
I
So
can-
we snuck it on
Yes.
there. And
I want to go see if I can find it. I'll watch
And-
all 66 episodes of Yo Gabba
we would
Gabba.
have to and it was just between him and I. We'd have to like try to sneak it into different things, but we'd also like switch it up in DJ Lance's room. So so they wanted everything to be the same every single time. So we just get weird and like put her in different spots. And it was just a joke between him and I.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
yeah.
I can't believe I'm just now realizing this. I kind of want to go find it.
Yeah,
We should do this. This
Yeah.
is an episode idea because
Yeah, we're gonna find the fufa-lele.
find her. Find fufa-lele.
I think Fufa-Lele was like just before like the beat of the day at Coachella,
Yeah.
like
That's so
somewhere
rad.
in there.
That's so rad, dude.
That is so rad. I want to go look for it.
That
Yeah.
was our last written question, wasn't it? So now we
Yeah,
I believe so.
Yeah, there's like
Speed
anything
run.
else
Yeah.
you guys want to throw in?
Me.
Give me 5 seconds. Go ahead, Glitch. I'm gonna look
Alright,
at.
go ahead with the
I'm gonna
question.
look at the music is awesome credits because I'm curious about stuff now. Go ahead, Glitch.
What?
Go ahead, ask your question.
something.
Ask a question.
Oh yeah. Can you please do the voice of Balloony? I would love to hear that.
A
That'd
balloon.
be so cool. Yes.
I don't even know how his voice goes.
Something like this.
Something like this. I think I put a filter on it too.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Wow.
there's a filter on it.
Oh.
And you know what's funny is I was ballooning for a little bit, and then I think Ben Schultz, Scott's brother, kind of stepped in and did it too. So there's a couple of us. Yeah.
Fascinating.
Man, I never knew that. That's
Yeah.
actually cool.
Not what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I was gonna mention that Gavin kind of replaced Bloody, huh?
I love
Yeah.
I also love Gavin.
Gavin. I love Gavin. He's my
I
favorite.
feel like if the character is flying Broby around, he's a good character.
Yes, exactly. No, my question is not Yo Gabba Gabba related, but
Sure.
I would like to know out of pure curiosity, and I want to start asking this to all of our guests. What kind of music do you listen to? What would you suggest? Like anything.
Oh man. I just found I know she's not new, but I have been listening to Queen Huey.
I've never heard this name.
Yeah, I
Writing
just
this
saw
down.
her. I just saw her at Coachella, and she was amazing. She blew my mind. She was on a little side stage, and she was just killing it.
That's
Yeah.
so rad.
Yeah, that is. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, well, I'm writing
Yeah.
this down in our little chat right now because
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to this. That's so
She's
rad.
kind of like she's kind of hip hop. She's kind of R&B, and she's kind of opera, and she's kind of all over the place. It's weird, but she puts on
awesome.
such a cool show. It's like
That sounds
it actually
really
reminds
good.
me.
Yeah,
of,
that
like,
does sound awesome.
Yeah, she came out and she was like super theatrical and very like with the crowd, like asking questions and throwing out her wigs. Like she had a bunch of wigs she was throwing out to the crowd.
That's
It was really
so cool.
Oh,
Crowd
wow.
interaction is
That
like
sounds
a
awesome.
lost-
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah.
lost art at this point.
Yeah.
I think the
That hardly
closest we get now is people throwing popcorn at the screen during the Minecraft movie.
Chicken
Where he says
jockey.
chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey.
I just saw that movie and I actually low-key I love that movie.
That's awesome.
It was really cool. It was fun to
I'm
watch.
very good at not
Met
seeing
Jack-
movies.
Yes.
That's gotta
Me
feel
too,
like
Zach.
weird, right?
Yeah.
Chicken jockey.
I want to ask
Okay.
one more thing from Aaron.
Yeah.
You had something to say to the viewers, which are not 1 million people. If you have something to say to any of our viewers, what would you say? It can be anything.
I would say thank you guys for watching. Watching these guys. This is their, they're doing something big and they're not stopping. This is something that they've wanted to do, and it's really cool to see young people come out and just ask. Just ask, hey,
Yeah.
and I love seeing people just follow their dreams and just doing stuff, because a lot of people will just quit, and
Right.
then
Yeah.
you never know what's gonna happen. It's like
Yeah.
you're looking over this wall and you can see it on the other side, but they're just too afraid to jump, and it takes a lot of guts and take a lot of balls, guys, not gonna lie.
Really?
Do what you guys
Seriously.
do.
Yeah.
Every day we DM someone,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
we're like in the group
Yeah.
chat, we're like, who's gonna send the DM asking this
Yeah.
guy for an interview? And
We like
oh
rock,
my
paper,
God.
scissors.
That's
Yeah.
it. Just ask. That's all
It's
it is.
always usually
Yeah.
either me, Craig, or Zach.
Yeah.
All
You never
right.
know until you go, guys. That's the lesson we
Right.
learned
Yeah.
today.
You never
All right.
know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There we are then. That's
Sounds like a
fun.
Gabba song. I should write that one.
You
You did.
happened.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Oh,
Wait, did you write that one?
It's either you
No,
or Adam.
I don't think I wrote that one.
I think Adam
Did you write ask?
I'm not
Did you
sure.
write ask a question though? Because did you write that?
I don't remember. There's so many songs I can't even remember.
Fair enough. Aaron, if people wish to find you on socials or anywhere else, where can they find you if you wish to be found?
They can find me at WATENE Music on Instagram. I go on there, but I'm not really great at it. I just put stuff up there. It looks stupid and stuff, but
So
I
me.
just I just
Yeah.
put it up there. Yeah, pretty much,
Well, that's
and that's
kind of
pretty much what I only do. So that,
Yeah, well, that's kind of the point of Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instagram is dumb. We love it.
yeah,
Yeah, they put me in charge of the Instagram, and I just post whatever on there.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're just kind of like, this podcast is only about a year old now,
yeah,
and we're kind of barely just getting adjusted. We've run through a lot of staff that
yeah,
were
yeah.
for us, but it's really great interviewing people like you and Parker and Josh Bawley. Is
Oh,
that
cool.
who-
Yeah, Josh Bawley
Love
and
Josh.
David
Yeah.
Crespin. David
Yeah,
Crespin.
David. Yeah.
David
Yeah.
is our
I just
David's
saw David.
a really cool guy.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And-
I
And
also
David-
noticed on Music is Awesome the Deluxe Edition, you produced Be Nice to Everyone, but Adam wrote it. I did not know that. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
There's-
We all
Music
do
writing is a
some
lot of
crazy
fun.
stuff. So
There's so much we are so excited to continue doing with this podcast. We've had repeat guests, hopefully, maybe you, who knows.
well, have you talked to my brother yet? I could probably.
We haven't.
Are
Probably
we
do.
are
We're working on that.
Considering
We're
it.
working on that.
I would really
Okay.
love to talk to him.
We talked
Fighting
about
for
it.
our
I'll,
lives, sort of.
I'll talk to him today and see what's up. So
Oh,
Right,
thank you.
sweet.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. That would be awesome.
yeah,
Of course,
Yeah.
if you noticed, we're kind of we are bad talkers sometimes,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we struggle to reach out to guests, and even when I write it, people don't respond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's working. We're getting there.
all
We're
good.
the joys of
close.
being introverted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Well,
is a good interview. This is my
yeah.
favorite.
Yeah, Aaron,
too,
thank
me
you.
too.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for your time today. It was a
Yeah,
thrill
of course.
getting to talk to you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hope you have fun as a
I'll reach out to my
repeat
brother and see if see what's up. So
Thank you, man.
Thank
I
you
really,
so
really
much.
appreciate
Thanks.
that.
yeah,
Yeah, that means a lot,
Thank you.
really.
Before we
because-
end this
Of course.
episode, I would like to mention that this is our first interview with all 5 of us. So hi,
Oh,
Zach,
really?
oh,
Craig,
very cool.
Comet,
Yeah.
and Glitch. This is also Comet's very
Congrats.
first interview on this podcast ever.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And
Really
it was
happy to be here.
inspired. and I love it.
You're
This is
celebrating
awesome.
so many milestones. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also just hit 200 on Instagram and
There's
YouTube
so much
or whatever.
happening.
Yeah, there's so
Awesome.
much happening, so I'm really
I
glad
know.
we got to share.
Keep going, you guys. You guys are doing
all this
awesome.
together. Thank
I
you.
hope we
Thank
weren't
you.
overbearing.
Thank
I
you a
hope we weren't
lot,
too
bro.
awkward.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope we weren't too awkward.
Yeah.
It was great having you on. Is that about the end for all of us then?
What is our outro, you guys?
Oh, no,
We don't really do an outro.
I'll
anymore.
insert something. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, because usually we just say
You